Good day everyone and welcome to Exile News, the weekly show that brings you all the important news and information on Path of Exile, starting with some trailers of the past, of course from PoE, from the Betrayal League, which was 3.5, the 3.5 version. We are currently at the 3.21, if I'm not mistaken, 2021, something like that. I mean, you can see how far we've gone since every point one it's a new league. So yeah, it's been a while, and there were previous posts. So if you go into this news here, there are 1, 2, and 3 links here for the previous trailers. And now GG is continuing the tradition with Betrayal, Synthesis, Legion, Blight, Conquerors of the Atlas, which was a huge thing, and the Metamorph League at the same time. So definitely really interesting to go back and take a look to those trailers and see how much the game has improved. Also, GG came out with the end of the league events that they already said they were doing. So since the Sanctum League is running for 1 more month that it should have been, and it is ending on the 4th of April, which by the way means that the new league is gonna start on the 7th of April, so mark that date. Still, we're gonna get several different events, probably running somewhat at the same time. Still, first one is Ruthless with Gold. What this means is basically Ruthless. So yeah, it's Ruthless. I mean, if you don't like it, it's gonna still be Ruthless. But instead of just dropping normal orbs, you will be dropping gold, like it was a normal game from whichever else developer you prefer. And that was actually one of the ways GGG thought this game would be like back when they chose to have currency items instead of straight up gold. So basically there's gonna be gold, and it's gonna be auto pick up as you approach this gold, so kind of like, I guess, Sanctum, hopefully with a bit more radius. And it's gonna be interesting. Another big part of this, or rather to have people play in this event, is the fact that there is a free Sanctum mystery box per account for reaching level 45. Keep in mind this is Ruthless, so the game is much harder and items are much more rarer than they are in the normal game. Still, however, free mystery box is a nice thing, so most likely a lot of people will try to play up to level 45. And then there's more events, and here GG really tried to go in testing these different types of events for once, instead of just trying to gather to the big audience again, because I mean they realized that the audience will have to take a break here and there, and the end of the league is the perfect moment for them to take a break so that they are really fresh when the new league hits and everyone is addicted again. That's how their cycle goes, and they know it pretty well. So they're now trying different events like these asynchronous group SSF events. Basically, during a week, there's going to be a special type of event running, and what you have to do is create your own league with your own players and play in there to actually get the best time. And the time is gonna start from when you actually create the league, so you do not have to be ready at the exact start time of the league, which is gonna help people try to play in their own time zone. On the other hand, I mean, it's still gonna be a race, I guess, so I don't know about that, but maybe there's going to be some fun stuff in there. Also, this one has hideout status for top ranks, which I mean, like 10 players are gonna see and no one else, so yeah, I mean, no one cares. And there's also going to be a friendly fire group solo self-found event with the objective of killing Akten Kitava. However, you have to be playing at least in a group of 3, so at least with other 2 friends. I mean, those who don't have friends will just watch on Twitch, I suppose. It's gonna be really fun, mostly because there's going to be a friendly fire, full friendly fire, so they say even minions will attack your teammates. I mean, it would have been way too easy for everyone to have minions, right? And then there's going to be a Krangled Passives group SSF event. I find it funny that GGG finally adopted this community-made term. Still, the thing is that the passive skill tree is basically Krangle, so everything is everywhere else, and you have to see on your own, so basically you can only see the points that are 1 point further than the one you actually put in, which means that there's going to be a lot of trial and error, and people may be not willing to share which nodes are which due to the fact that there is actually an objective to these events, and you might win something. So yeah, I mean, that's one that's definitely much more fun to watch than to play, honestly. And the last type of event is going to be the polarity group, meaning that you can have 2 polarities, and monsters will have 1 polarity as well, and you can only hit monsters that have the same polarity as you. The problem is that rare and unique monsters swap their polarity when they reach low life, meaning that you have to have another player with you with your opposite polarity to actually take down or finish these rare and unique monsters, and vice versa. Like, they will not be able to hit the normal biome monsters, but they will be able to hit the rare and unique ones, and the next area that you enter might be the opposite. So this is why it's a group SSF, and really probably favors 2-man groups that can work really well together. The objective is have 3 level 90 players in the same instance, which means you cannot just play in a party of 2. I mean, these events are really nice. It's really nice to see GG trying different events, especially the asynchronous ones are going to be good for races, and the friendly fire one is definitely good for spectating it, I guess. So yeah, I'm really interested to see how these go. Also, remember the Sanctum, the free Sanctum mystery box that you might want to get if you have the time and you want to put in some effort to plow through 45 levels in Ruthless mode. Anyway, there's also some FAQs for 3.20 events that we just threw there, so you can just see and check. I mean, if you have any doubts, just check those out before actually posting your doubts somewhere, because they might have already been answered here. And GG is also hiring from some item microtransaction concept artist, and well, as usual, it's a full-time position at the office in Auckland, so yeah, you either have to be living in there or willing to relocate as you get the job, and they can actually assist with applying for a working visa for this role, which means that this is a role that they might want to keep after the first periods, and yeah, that's definitely a specialized role which they definitely need for quite a long time, most likely PoE2 and everything else coming beyond that. Anyway, will the Sanctum League go core? Well, the short answer is nope, and the reason is GG really hasn't found the correct way for Sanctum to go core. They will probably bring it back, and they are working on improving it and making some changes to actually let the players maybe focus on Sanctum if the players so want. Right now the whole system is not exactly ready, and also account bound relics will be way too strong, so Sanctum League is not going core for the time being, but I expect it definitely to make a comeback in the future. Sometimes we'll see when it happens. So yeah, that was all for this week, and if you enjoyed the video, leave a like and a comment down below. Also, if you want to remain updated every week, be sure to subscribe to my channel. That was all. I've been your host Giorgio, and I'll see you guys the next time.